everyone, it's Samantha and welcome to my Vanilla Mom channel. Today I am doing a just planner update and planner stamping type of video. This is definitely something that's new and different for me. I've really wanted to get into planner stamping. I finally found some inks that I really like and I bought a bunch of planner stamps recently. Walk you through some of the supplies that I'm using for planner stamping and show you guys my week coming up for this next week. I probably won't get this video posted anytime soon. This is going to be a really old weekly layout, but it'll still be relevant in that it's the same kind of thing that you can do. So I just wanted to show you guys really quick. Probably not really quick because when I talk about stamps, I tend to get rambly and excited. But anyway, I'm moving back into my Plum paper planner for this week. I really like the daily setup of the simplified planner. I've been using this one. I've really loved the setup, but I find that I just don't love the paper, and it really comes down to the paper is really cheap and really flimsy, and for planner stamping you do have to let the ink dry for a bit, and so stamping a page, actually 2 pages, waiting for those 2 pages to dry, flipping the page, stamping the next 2 pages, it ends up being, really a slow process to stamp a whole week if I'm going to do it like that. So I decided to skip the whole thing, try out my Plum paper planner again for this spread. Since I'm using stamps, I will not need to write down so much stuff. So there's plenty of room to write in the Plum paper planner the way I'm doing it now, hopefully. So anyway, I'm setting my simplified planner aside for a bit. So that's my planner update. I'm switching back. I know I just posted about the simplified planner. So I'm moving back into my Plum paper planner. I'm using this Sharpie pen, and this is just a coral color. It's a light pink. It goes with the inks that I chose. I used these Versa Magic inks, and I did some ink testing videos recently. And these are the ones that I ended up liking the best. So these are the only ones I'm going to be using for my planner stamping. Aside from every once in a while, I'll probably pull out a Stampin' Up! Ink pad because they seem to work pretty well too with the planner papers. But these ones are a chalk ink, so they have a very matte finish to them, which I find extremely pretty, but they do take a little bit to dry. So what I did, I stamped everything for the whole week, and then I just left my planner sitting here. It was all pretty much dry by the time I left the room, but when I came back, everything was completely dry. So I recommend you letting it sit for a little bit just to let it dry. So here is the week that I stamped, and so I have kind of a layout going. The top stuff is just the daily schedule type of stuff. Then I have a to-do list area where I can write in, and then I have some daily stuff at the bottom here. So I'm going to walk you through an entire day. So for the top, like daily stuff, anything like appointments or anything is going to go in this top section. So usually we've got an activity, a play date, a class, something. So I put these balloons there to be like our fun section. And so I'll put the activities that are for the day in that section. Then I have this camera that I'm using as filming stuff. I don't have like a video camera one. It's just kind of an Instagram type of camera. There I'll put if I'm doing a filming day or an editing day or any kind of specific YouTube type of stuff in that. And there'll be my like goal for my YouTube stuff for that day. And then I also have this home one. This could be for appointments, and it's also going to be for my Pinterest crafty type of stuff. Some sort of craft or some kind of learning activity or sensory activity. I'm going to put it there so that I just remember to do them, and I always pick a couple out for the week, and then by the end of the week I'm like, oh, I didn't do my crafts, or I run out of ideas by the end of the week. So if I put one in each day, that can be our daily thing. And sometimes it's going to be as simple as just coloring. It's not going to be I'm going to plan something fancy for each day. And I have a little to-do section, like I said. And then down here at the bottom, I decided to do like some sort of daily task, cleaning task or whatever, in one little spot, and then a little dog in the other spot. And I did put check boxes next to everything, but I realized I didn't put a checkbox next to this dog. The dog is actually just to give the dogs their medicine. Then I have my working out stuff. I'm starting to work out again. And I also have my hydration. And then down here, there's the checklist section. It looks like that. You can still kind of see it through there, but I don't really use it as anything, so I wanted to use it as a menu, and all I did was I just took some of my sticker sheets. These are just matte finish sticker sheets, and I cut them down to just cover up that whole checklist section, and then I stamped in menu. So I'll just put our dinners, maybe our lunches in there too if I have room. And I just alternated 2 colors. I picked the Aqua Splash and the Pixie Dust for this one. I do have a lot of planner stamps now, and I want to get some of the Studio L2E or something like that stamps too. These are all Studio Calico with the exception of this one. This is one from Fawn called Plan on It. So I ended up using one of the check boxes. I used my Cutter Bee scissors. They look like this, little scissors, to cut off the bottom of the checklist so I can just use the one checklist box. Then I also used the little box for the to-do with the to-do word. I used the house, the balloons, and also this one. I really like this set. I also used the envelope. Oh, I forgot to talk about my daily things. Speaking of daily things, that reminds me. So I wrote different little daily icons in for most days. So I've got a day for doing some shopping. I got a day for mopping the floors. I have a free day that day. I got a bed right here, bed icon, and that's for changing the sheets. And then I have a mail day. I'll sort mail, sort the filing or whatever. And then I have a meal plan day. So they all came from various sets in here, which I'll talk about. These are all from Studio Calico. And I just had some referral points I had to use up, so I got these. So I've got one that's for eating, one that's for pets. I used the dog off of that one. A cleaning set. A working out set, and this whole glass thing is one long strip, but I went ahead and cut it and stacked them since the whole strip wouldn't fit in my planner. And then I don't know what they called this one, just their Studio Calico kit, but I liked it because I'm on one design team, so I can use some of these reveal, preview, pre-sale things for that. I'm not really going to use any of these like marking favorites and shopping lists and that type of thing, but I did like the planner, scrapbook, project life, card, so I can kind of plan out my week, what I'm going to be making that day. I will incorporate these in at some point, but I found that the scrapbook one is too long for my boxes. I was going to start putting that in, but they're too long, so I'll have to cut that one down. But I really liked some of the things in this one. I won't use a lot of these, you know, like Stairmaster, martial arts. Like, I'm not going to use much of these. I do the same workouts every time. But I just, you know, I had the referral points, so I went ahead and got them, even though I could only use a couple stamps each. Some of the Studio L2E, and I might not be saying that right, they have a lot of planner stamps that really will work well for me, so I'll probably be placing an order with them at some point if I really like the stamping. I did end up using the planner one on there because they do have a planner kit in that Studio Calico set. They do have a planner kit, so they have the word planner on there. I did end up using that one. It fit really well in that box. I'm going to have that be my planning night. So Sunday night I'll just come in here, stamp up everything like this if I really like it, or tweak it if I need to. But I really like this setup that I didn't have to write in the same stuff. It was so much easier just to, you know, stamp a bunch of times instead of write things in. And it is, you know, it is repetitive. I totally get that. But it also just helps me keep up with everything. If I don't write things down, or I go a week without using my planner, I feel like I'm not getting anything accomplished. I feel like I forget things. And so it's really helpful for me to just have the reminder, the visual reminder every day to do whatever it is I'm trying to get done. With a 1-year-old, it's just, you know, chaos some of the time. So I really try to keep to doing some stuff during the day and keep myself on track a little bit. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will leave links to relevant things in the description box below. I do have lots of planner videos, so I'll link to that playlist as well. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you subscribe.